In a sea of inflation, Americans are struggling to keep their heads above water. And now there's new data to suggest that 1/3 of American families can't afford to pay their usual household expenses. Even if you're not personally struggling right now, as the late great Ronald Reagan put it, inflation is as violent as a mugger, as frightening as an armed robber, and as deadly as a hitman. These rising prices can have a ripple effect that impacts our friends, our family, our economy. Inflation can also rob you of your life savings or any inheritance you plan to leave for future generations. It isn't surprising that people are struggling financially these days. Inflation is still at a 40-year high. April's Consumer Price Index, or CPI, of 8.3% is only a slight improvement over March. The number of households in financial distress is concerning. According to the U.S. Census Bureau's Household Pulse Survey, more than 1/3 of American families are having trouble paying for usual household expenses. And in some states, the percentage of households struggling is much higher than 1/3. In West Virginia, it was 41%. In Kentucky, 43.6%. And in Mississippi, 45%, nearly half. Bloomberg economists estimate that American households will spend $433 more every month this year for the same goods and services they bought last year. That amounts to what some call an annual inflation tax of $5,200 in 2022. Of course, depending on what your household budget is, the inflation tax that you are spending could be much higher. A similar estimate came from Congress's Joint Economic Committee. They said, even if prices stop increasing altogether, the inflation that has already occurred will cost the average American household $6,829 over the next 12 months. And the fact is, Americans are already strapped for cash. A January bank rate survey showed that about 56% of Americans don't have enough savings to cover an unexpected one-time $1,000 expense. And now they have to find another several $100s every month while high inflation continues. Maybe you're not struggling and can handle the high cost of inflation. Remember, thanks to great medical advances, we are living longer. That means we will have to support ourselves through retirement, hopefully for a long time. Inflation can reduce the value of what you've earned in your lifetime, not just today, but for many years to come. You worked for and earned your retirement savings. That's why I suggest you start thinking about ways to strengthen your own finances. To start, sign up for our unique one-on-one gold and silver web conference at AugustaPreciousMetals.com/webconference.
Hey guys, Joe Montana here with my man Devlin Steele. He and his team at Augusta Precious Metals are constantly putting out new information to keep you ahead of the game. Click subscribe now and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. You'll be glad you did.